Welcome, my dear friends. Today we will discuss the topic Boolean logic part 2. In the Boolean logic part 1, we had already discussed about the term Boolean, variable, Boolean gates, and few logic gates like and, or, not, and the truth table, and how can you make the total number of combination, how will you decide about a particular circuit. We all had discussed in the first part of the topic, and in the second part of the topic we will discuss about the few more gates like NAND, NOR and XNOR, and the verification of the Boolean function, and a important theorem, that is the De Morgan's theorem. So now starting with the first topic, that is the NAND gate. So the NAND gate is a combination of the AND gate and the logic NOT gate. So the function of the NAND gate is like that the output of the NAND gate is only false when all of its inputs are true. Otherwise the output is always true. So you can understand it in more better way with the help of the truth table and the logic circuit. When you will see the logic circuit of the NAND gate, you can see that this circuit is resembles with the AND gate, and there is a difference of a circle only. So this circle is a representation of the NOT gate, and when we apply this type of symbol, then it works like a inverter circuit. Means AND gate with an inverter circuit made a NAND gate. So you can see the equation of the NAND gate also. C is equal to A dot B and the inversion of the A and B. So first we will find out the AND function of the gate, and then we will invert it. So according to the truth table, you can see that when the input is 0 0, the output is 1. When the input is 0 1, the output is also 1, and you can see the output is 0 only when the both our inputs is true. It means it is the opposite of the AND gate. Now moving forward, the next gate we have is the NOR gate, and the NOR gate is a combination of the OR gate and the logic NOT gate. Means, and the NOR gate is an inversion circuit of the OR gate. So according to the NOR gate, this function output is only true when the all of its inputs are false, otherwise the all output is always false. So you can see in the logic circuit and then the truth table and in the logic equations that here is a circle symbol, and this symbol is a representation of the NOT gate. So you can see the NOR gate is a OR gate with an inversion circuit. Means first you will have to calculate the NOR output of any given input, and then you will have to invert it. Means where in OR gate the output is 1, in the NOR gate the output will be 0. You can see in the truth table also, when the input is 0 0, the output is 1. When the input is 0 1, the output is 0, and when the input is 1 0, the output is 0, and similarly when the input is 1 1, the output is 0. So this is the NOR gate. Now moving forward, we have one more gate, that is XNOR gate. So it is the inversion circuit of the XOR gate that you have studied in the first section of the topic. So it is the combination of the exclusive OR gate, mainly it is set at XOR gate, and the NOT gate. So with the help of truth table, you can better understand it, that when the input is 0 0, the output is 1, and when the input is 0 1, the output is 0. When the input is 1 0, the output is again 0, and when the input is 1 1, then the output is 1. In a single line you can say, when the both inputs are the same, then the output will be 1, otherwise the output will be 0 or false. You can see this is the symbol of the XNOR gate, and this is the equation of the XNOR gate, that A dot encircled and b, and when you will expand it, it becomes like that: a plus b dot a bar plus b bar. So this is the explanation of the XNOR gate. Now moving forward, we will first study about the term Boolean function. So what is the Boolean function? So in a Boolean function, there may be n variables, one variable, two variable, or more than two variables. It can be said that there has n variables. So that I had told you earlier, when we are preparing the truth table for any function, we will have to calculate the possible combinations, and the possible combinations for the n variable has 2 to the power n possible combinations will be there. So when there are any functions, so there may be a type of question in an examination that you have to prove any particular Boolean functions that is given. So there are two ways through which you can prove the Boolean functions. The first in by applies the rule, like as the distribution law, assumption law, and many other laws are there. And the second one is by using the truth table. So in this session, I will tell you that how can you verify a Boolean function with the help of the truth table. Now moving forward, we will show an example to you through which you can able to learn that how can you verify a function. So the first function, when you have given any Boolean function, you will have to calculate the total number of variables used. And as you can see in the function, there are two variables x and y is used. So the total number of the possible combinations can be drawn as 4 with the formula 2 to the power 2. So first of all, write the total possible combinations, that is 0101 and the 0011. And after writing the total combinations, just carefully look at the function, and there are two parts of every function. The first is LHS and the second is RHS. So you will have to create a column for the LHS side, and for the RHS side, if you want to prepare a separate table for each side, you can make it. Then after the final calculations, the final column, means the column for the LHS and the column for the RHS, will be compared. And if there is match, then the Boolean function is verified, and if there is not a match, there is any type of discrepancy, then the function is not verified, or you can say the function is not true. So as you can see in the function, the value is x is equal to x plus xy, means first of all you will have to create the possible combination, and for a particular site in which only x is written, there is no need of preparing any type of truth table because it is already a column. And for the next site where is x is equal to x plus xy is written, you will have to calculate the first xy, means x and y, and then you will have to get a OR column with x, means x plus xy. So here I had calculated xy with xy, means 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 and 1 1 1, and in this column I had calculated OR with x plus xy, and you can see after calculating the OR, the total output is 0 0 1 1. And when the total calculation has been done or the truth table has been prepared, you will have to compare both the sides, means the value for the x column and the value for the x plus xy column will be the same. So just have a look on these two columns. You can see here the x plus this column and the x plus xy column, both the values are same. So this is a verified Boolean function. So this is the way through which you can verify a particular function. Now moving forward, here is one more example through which you can understand it in a better way. So here you can see there are two variables x and y. So again there are only 4 possible combinations will be there, and for this side you will have to calculate x plus y, means x or y, and after that you will have to invert it. In a short, you will have to calculate the XOR NOR function of the xy. So while calculating, you can see x plus y. First of all, you calculate. This is the AND function, and then invert the output, means 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So this column is the column for this side, means x plus y naught. And here you can see x naught, y naught. Then just invert this column, means 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 1 to 0. And again invert this column, means 0 to 1, 1 to 0, then again 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. And in the end, find the end of these two columns, and the final column will be like this. So when the final column is created, you can see the output of the final columns are completely same, means 1 0 0 0 here and 1 0 0 here. So when there is a perfect match between the both the columns of the truth table, then you can say that this is a verified Boolean logic or the verified Boolean function. So now moving forward, we have one more function, that is x plus y plus z and xy plus xz. So this is a simple distributive law that what I am going here to prove. And there are how many variables? There are altogether 3 variables, x, y and z, and for all 3 variables you will have to write all the possible combinations, and all the possible combinations will be the 8 according to the number of the variables. And here all the possible combinations are written, that is 0 1 0 1, then 0 0 1 1, then 4 times 0 and 4 times 1. So this is the way through which you can easily write all the possible combinations of the given variables. Now just starting with a side, that is x, y plus z, and in this side you can see, first of all you will have to calculate the y plus z, means AND function between OR function between the y plus z, and you can see here the OR function. And next you will have to calculate the AND function with y plus z, means this column x, that what I had encircled, and this column y plus z, that what I have encircled. You will have to calculate the AND function, and after that this final column will be created where I had ticked, means x plus x into y plus z. So this is the final column of one side. And similarly we will be creating the truth table for this side also. And in this side, first of all you will have to calculate the x and y. So now starting AND function between x and y, you will have this column, okay, x y means 0 0 0 0 0, and the last there is 1 1 1 1, so there is 1 1. And again according to the function given, you will have to calculate the AND function between x and z. So here you are calculating the function x and z, and finally you will have to find out the OR function of the xy plus yz, and this is the final column for the RHS. And you can see that the column for the LHS is exactly equal to the column with the RHS, and in this way you can see this function is verified, or this is a correct function. So here the Boolean function verification is all about to finish, and from here onwards I am starting the new topic, that is De Morgan's law or the De Morgan's theorem. We can say it De Morgan's rules also. So we all know that the De Morgan's rules are depends upon the 3 basic logics that are available, that is AND, OR and the NOT. And in De Morgan's law we are using 2 input variable gates, and this law tells that how can you convert the AND operation into the OR operation and the OR operation into the and operations. So the De Morgan's law has the two basic rules, that is De Morgan's first law and the De Morgan's second law, or you can say first theorem and the second theorem. So now moving forward, the De Morgan's first law is that it says that when two input variables are ANDed and negated and they are equal to the OR of the complements of the individual variables, means if there are two input variables, means A and B are the two input variables, first they are ANDed and then they are negated, in short the AND function. So this function is equal to the complement of A and the complement of OR with OR operation. As you can see in the example, or this is the function that in which it is given that A and B, the closed bracket means first the A and B operation has been done, and on the output of the truth table of AND the negate function will apply it, means this is the function of the NAND gate. And here you can see A complement OR with B complement. So this is the De Morgan's first law. And the very simple technique to remember the De Morgan's law is that break the line and change the sign. So here I can show you that how can you write this function in my words, that break the line and change the sign, means we can write the negate function in this way also, A and B, and this is the sign of negate function. This is also the sign of negate function, is equal to, it can be written like this, A complement plus B complement. So you can see in this particular equation A and B is written, and the line is, or the negate function is on the both variable at the same time, A and B. But after the is equal to sign, you can see the line or the negate function is breaked, and it is simply for the variable A and for the variable B, and the sign is also changed, means the AND sign is changed to the OR sign. So we can verify this law, or we can verify the De Morgan first law with the help of the truth table. So here you can see the truth table of the De Morgan's first law is given. First of all the total combinations is written, then only the negate of the A variable and the negate of the B variable is also written. And according to the law, first A and B will be ANDed, means A and B will be ANDed in this column, and the AND operation will also ANDed. So this is the column for one side, and in the other side it is more clear that A complemented means this column and B complemented means this column is combined with the OR function, and this is the final column for the next side. And you can see the values for these two columns are exactly same. So the De Morgan's first law is verified, which says the AND function is converted into the OR function by complementing the variables. So this is the De Morgan's first law. This is the logic gate implementation of the De Morgan's law. Here this is the symbol of the NAND gate. In this symbol you can see it clearly. First a NAND gate is used, and in this combination AND OR gate is also used. As you can use the NOT gate in this way also, and you can put a circle symbol in front of AND gate also. And According to the next line, A implemented or B implemented. So A, then NOT circuit, and here you will getting the implementation of the A, and this is the B input, and after the NOT gate, here you are getting the B implemented, and when you are both passing the inputs from the OR gate, here you will have the output A plus A complement plus B complement. So this is the De Morgan's first law. So now moving forward, the De Morgan's second law says that if two input variables are odd, means first we have calculated the OR functions of the two variables and then negate it, means first of all we have to calculate the OR of the two variables, and then after we are negating it, this function is equal to the A complement and B complement. Means again, if the negation of both variables is converted into the separate negation of the variables and the sign is also changed. The second law can also be proved with the help of this truth table. In this truth table you can see there are 4 possible combinations of the variable A and B has made, and after that the A plus B of the variables is calculated and then the negate symbol, and after that in this column you can see A negate and the B negate is calculated, and after the calculation the final is calculated, that is A plus B the whole negate and then A negate dot B negate. So you can see that this column and this column is perfectly equal, or the equivalent columns are these two columns. So the De Morgan's second law is proved with the help of the truth table. So with the help of this logic gate diagram you can also prove the De Morgan's second law. So friends, this is the all about today's session. In this session we had learned about the gates, that are the NAND gate, NOR gate and the XNOR gate, and one more important theorem, that is the De Morgan's theorem. And De Morgan's theorem is used in order to convert the AND gate into the OR gate and the OR gate into the AND gate. So thank you for the session.